Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property. Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me know if you like this lighting because I'm trying something a little different. So let me know how that looks. Now, today we're going to talk about how to get ahead financially. A lot of the times when I'm talking finance, when I'm talking money, and I'm talking a couple $1,000s, people will ask me, how do you achieve that level of wealth? How do you achieve that type of money or just have that? And, you know, it's a combination of things on how you can get there. But the first thing you want to look at is how to decrease your lifestyle. So we all get accustomed to a certain lifestyle, a certain way that we're doing things, a certain way that we're living. And what that does is that kind of gets you stuck in your ways. So maybe you have 5, 10 subscriptions, you don't really use them all. Maybe you use them once a month. You got a lot of stuff that you don't really need, but you keep it around anyway for whatever reason. We have to start cutting the waste. Just like what you see right now in our politicians and the government, they're trying to cut wasteful spending. We have to do the same thing in our own lives, because once you start to take control of your life, that's when you actually have the power to get ahead. So what does control look like? Control looks like you're knowing where every dollar goes. So you know where every dollar goes that you're investing, that you're saving, that you're spending. And a lot of it is going to be towards spending initially, because as consumers, that's what we do. We spend money. And so once you've understood how you're spending money and where it's going to, now you can start to treat the problem. Now you can start to see, okay, this is where I want to stop spending money. I don't want to go to Chipotle 5 times a week. I'm actually going to start cooking meals. I'll be shocked. It'll be eye-opening the first time you walk into a grocery store and you're like, you know what? I can make this every single day and it only costs me $3 a day for this meal rather than $15 for a burrito, right? And so when you start to look at it that way, you start to see how you're cutting so many costs in your own lives to where now you have a lot more flexibility, a lot more freedom. Same thing happens when you pay off a car and you no longer have a car note. You no longer have $700 to $1,000 going out the door. Or maybe you pay off a credit card and you no longer have to add $100 to that credit card every single month, right? When we start to pay things off, when we start to streamline our life, everything starts to look completely different. Where our money goes starts to look completely different. And then the power goes back to you. After 1 or 2 years of doing the same thing, saving a lot of money, the power will shift back in your direction to where now you have the power to do a lot more. You see, when I first made 10 grand, I didn't really think that the world was my oyster or that I could buy everything in the world. No, I absolutely didn't. I thought 10 grand was a lot of money, but it also wasn't at the same time, right? So I felt like I could do something, but I couldn't do a lot. And when I got to 20, 30, 40, once I hit about 30 grand, I started to feel like, man, I could do a lot with this. When you start having the ability to buy cars brand new, you start to feel like, you know what, I can do a lot more with this. But at the same time, you also have to understand that one purchase can be the end of that. You can have $200,000 and buy a $200,000 car. Now you have a depreciating asset not even worth that $200,000 that you just had, right? And so when people look at money a certain way, you got to understand that it looks like a lot initially, but how you use it, how you spend it could be the end of you, right? $200,000 might buy you a house in Tennessee somewhere, not in the city, of course, but in Tennessee somewhere. But if you spend it on a car, that money is lost. It's gone. vanish like the wind. And so you have to understand, where is my money going? How is it benefiting my life? And how is it benefiting me? You see, for me, I love things that make me money, earn me money, and require less effort. When I buy real estate and houses, those are all in my name, all cash flowing, all earning me income, and my money is secure and is going up in value. When I put my money in the stock market, it is in my name, it is giving me income, it is secure, and it is going up in value. When I buy clothes, I get to wear it. All right, I get to use it as much and as long as I want. Watches, I get to wear it, use it, and as long as I want. Basically, I don't necessarily spend things that I just won't have long term, right? If I don't want it long term, it doesn't seem like something that's worth the headache. It doesn't seem like something that's worth me pouring money into, because it will just lead to my money going away and me not knowing where it is, right? If I ate out every single day of my life, at this point, I don't think that it would affect me, but it depends on the restaurant. If I'm going to, I've never been to Ruth Chris, so I don't know what the prices are, but let's say I'm going to Ruth Chris every single day, 7 days a week. I'm pretty sure at some point I'd go broke. I'm pretty sure, right? I don't think that it's inexpensive. Again, I've never been there, so I don't know what the prices are, but I hear it's a nice restaurant to go to. Can't go there every single day of the week, right? Now, for 1 month, would that affect me in a negative way? Probably not, but over the course of a year, I would assume that eating out that much is insane, right? Maybe it's a $200, $300 bill every single day that you go there. That's a lot, right? So it's just understanding where you are financially, understanding what lifestyle you want to live, and then working towards that is very important. You have to understand that the lifestyle you want to achieve, so for example, I've achieved the lifestyle that I wanted. The kid me was more so worried about, where am I going to live? Where am I going to rest my head? Mission accomplished. How am I going to eat every single day? Mission accomplished. Utilities is paid, mission accomplished. Car is safe and smooth, mission accomplished. Only thing I'm missing is a wife and kids, right? Cool. All right, so now that the financial aspect of it is all covered, I understand that I am living the life that I want. Now I can be greedy. Maybe I want to be able to take the entire family on vacation like I was able to go on when I was young. When the whole family went to Africa when I was young, I didn't know what the cost was. I didn't know what that meant, right? But we would be there for 3 months. Obviously, the biggest expense was the plane ticket because my family had a house in Africa already. But that's a huge expense. Obviously, it wasn't $2,000 like today's prices to go to Africa, but it was probably like $1,500, $1,000 just to fly to Africa. You're taking 4 kids, a wife, and yourself. That's 6 people. That's damn near $7,000 just to fly there. That's a lot, even in today's money, right? $7,000 just to fly. So understanding that and knowing how greedy I'm becoming and what I want to do, that shouldn't just be a one-time vacation when I'm this young, when I have the capabilities, when I'm able to control my destiny, right? And so I have to think long-term, like, oh, okay, if this is the next goal, how do I get there? How do I accomplish that? Maybe we get rid of the mortgage. Maybe we pay that off so that there's no overhead to that. So that if we want to go on that vacation, it takes us 2-3 months instead of a year to save for something like that, right? And then also, now that we've got our ducks in a row and we understand what expenses we have in our lives and we've already cut those expenses, we can then budget what it is that we want to save, what it is we want to invest, and what it is that we want to have for fun after all expenses. Now that we have a budget, now that we cut out all wasteful spending, we can now start to think about the goals and what we want to spend this money on, and you start to value money more, right? Value money more is the biggest thing. So when you start to value money more, you start to look at things completely different. I'm not buying X, but I will buy Y. I've been wanting X for so long, so I'm going to get X at this specific time, right? When we start to value our lives, when we start to value our money, when we start to value our time, we start to look at things completely different. What we buy is a reflection of how we want to be treated, how we want to treat ourselves, right? So if I'm buying, I don't know, a private jet just for a week, knowing I can't afford it for the year or afford it permanently, how am I telling you I want to be treated? I want to live in the moment above my means, knowing that I can't necessarily afford my lifestyle, so I have no care for money, no care for my time, and no care for my wealth and my future. It's for right now. Right? That's exactly what I'm telling you if I was to rent out a private jet, knowing that I personally cannot afford that. And so it's important to take hold of your life. It's important to have financial discipline. And then for all those out there that were wondering, how do you save 10 grand or how do you get to 20 grand? It's by saving money. It's by putting away incrementally. It's by not allowing outside influences to really shake up what it is that I'm doing. I don't go to the club buying $500 bottles. I just got to a point to where on somebody's birthday I'll buy a bottle. But I wasn't there just last year. I wasn't in the mindset of even doing that. But now that I'm so financially stable and so financially comfortable, that's something that I'm more open to, right? But people were buying bottles before they had a transportation, right? You don't even got transportation to get to work, you're buying bottles. And so people look at life completely different. It tells you how they operate within the same space that everybody else is operating in it. And you'll be thinking, wow, these people got money. These people are so rich. No, they're really struggling right now. And they're going to feel it in the morning. But for today, they want to live life. So again, don't look at other people. Look at yourself. Look at your financial situation and see how you want to operate within that. Because at the end of the day, you are going to be in control of you. And that's the first thing that you need to manage. That's the first thing you need to take care of. That's the first thing that you need to be respectful of. Is you, your finances, your situation, and what you want to do. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You know I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.